Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips team leaders to lead through the challenges they face every day. So today, I want to talk about cheap versus inexpensive and how there is a difference, especially when it comes to rewards and just things that you purchase. Because let's face it, we don't want cheap. We just want less expensive, but we still want that quality. Now, before I begin, I want to tell you that you have 4 days left until Live to Lead event will be airing, and you can get your front row virtual passes right here. This is your chance to learn from the world's top leadership guru and my mentor, John C. Maxwell, and 7 other popular leadership, motivational, and inspirational speakers. And yes, you heard me right, 8 speakers in total to learn valuable leadership skills and team building tools. Plus, the virtual pass gives you instant access to some of the past Live to Lead speakers that you can begin learning from immediately. And the virtual pass gives you 72 hours of replays so that you can watch the replays on demand for 3 whole days. If you want to purchase your virtual pass, just click on the link in today's show notes and it can be yours for only $79. Just think about that. 8 world-renowned speakers plus past speakers from Live to Lead that you can instantly learn from. I mean, that's well worth the $79. If you can't click on the show notes, just email me at paul@clcteam.com and I'll send you the link. But I'll guarantee you're going to love this event because it's been the best one that I've seen to date. Okay, let's talk about the difference between cheap and inexpensive. So let me tell you a little story. About 15 years ago, I went into a running store to purchase some running shoes. They set me up on a treadmill and videoed me running to determine the exact running shoe that I needed. And then he took me over to their shoe selection. Well, this was going great until, I saw the price of their shoes. I mean, I didn't want to take a loan out to purchase running shoes. You know what I mean? And I had some sticker shock, to say the least. So I thought about it a while, and as I was looking at the shoes, I kind of asked the salesman if he had anything that was a little less expensive. Now, it was pretty funny because the guy looked at me and said, "Thank you." He said, "Thanks for saying that you wanted something less expensive instead of saying that you wanted something cheaper." He continued by telling me that many customers come in and say they want something cheaper, and he reiterated to me that they didn't sell cheap shoes, but they did have some shoes that were less expensive. Now, I kind of blew it off that day, but I learned a valuable lesson, and it was that there's a huge difference between cheap and less expensive. You see, the customers that said they wanted something cheap ultimately offended the salesman, as he considered all of his shoes to be high quality, and less expensive was the right wording that I told him. And I still wanted quality shoes, and he understood that, but I wanted it for a more affordable price. Well, as leaders, I think we need to take that into account because our people may look at the rewards that we give them the same way. They see some rewards and awards like being cheap, and other things may be less expensive. Take, for instance, a pat on the back. It's pretty simple, right? Now, if your team members can really feel the genuineness of your words, that pat on the back will be conveyed as something that was well worth it and something that was of high quality of appreciation, because they'll be able to feel the fact that you appreciated them and you offered that thank you. However, if your pats on the back become routine and you never get specific or personal with them, your pats on the back are going to come off as being cheap and just something that you're saying, not genuine with feeling. Now, there are many other things that fit into this category as well, such as giving somebody the day off because they worked hard versus just giving somebody the day off because it was their time. The days off that we earn for working hard are much more rewarding than the ones that are simply given because it was their turn. The days off that are earned man, they can have a way of really motivating our team members. While the entitled day off can become expected and can actually demotivate your team members, especially if you ever decide to take that away, because then they'll have grown to expect it when you take it away. Now, we can look at the things that we purchase in the same way, whether it's a computer or a phone or a tool that you're going to use around your house. Now, I don't know of anyone who would openly admit that they want cheap stuff. Everyone I know wants quality stuff for a less expensive price. They want to feel like they are getting their money's worth. And some people, believe it or not, will actually pay the highest price available because it satisfies them and they really think they're getting their money's worth. The same thing can be said about the training that your team members get. Some training seems to be a waste of time and it feels cheap, like you just wasted your money and your time. Other training can feel like you hit the jackpot, and it's something that you can really apply to the job instantly and every day. In lieu of all this, today's challenge is to take a look at the rewards that you give to your people and the things that you purchase and the training that you get for your people or you get for yourself. Think about if any of these things would be considered cheap, or even if they feel cheap. And if so, how does it make you feel? Then I want you to think about what would have to happen to make you feel like it was less expensive, but had quality. You see, we all want quality. So today I challenge you to look for the inexpensive things, but stop looking for cheap things, because cheap is not going to be of quality. Hey, speaking of less expensive, the CLC team offers training that is of high quality and much less expensive than similar training that's available out there. The reason that we offer it for a less expensive price is that we really want to reach those mid-level leaders who need the training now more than ever before. And often these mid-level leaders get bypassed for training opportunities. Now, this training isn't only for mid-level leaders. We want experienced leaders in there as well, and higher level leaders and lower leaders. But we believe that everybody can learn from each other. And when you get a group of leaders together, man, you can continuously learn. One of the examples of the training that we offer is our membership community for leaders. Now, this is an online program that's usually $47 a month. But for the remainder of November, you can join for only $37 a month. So that's less than $500 for the entire year to be a part of a leadership group that focuses on training and development and has 4 live Zoom calls a month, plus a library of video courses and an online community for you to reach out to other leaders in the group for questions and or advice at any time. Just think about that. What else can you get for $37 a month that's going to offer something like that? And that is only the podcast special price. Now, I believe that that's quality training for much less expensive than other places can offer. If you're interested, just click on the link in today's show notes, or you can email me at paul@clcteam.com. Hey, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm sorry I went a little long today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.